Hi everyone, I hope you're okay. Sorry I've not been around for a while. I've been a little bit busy doing my college work, also reconnecting with an old friend. Uh, yeah, just been having a catch up with people lately, um, and sort of like, it's weird, I've been sort of putting things to a test. Ooh, sorry, my cat's here, Sappy. Yeah, well, about a month ago now, I suppose, maybe 3 weeks, I had somebody request a friend to be my friend on Facebook, so I thought, yeah, go on then. Now, it's quite weird because I don't normally sort of pay much attention to what people say, on the internet, but I thought, right, okay, well, let's see what goes with this one. So obviously it's a man that's got in contact with me. He says he's from Mississippi, over in America. So yeah, obviously I've gone to his profile, had a look. He seems to go back quite a while. He's had the account for a long time. Not much activity on it, but enough to go, okay, he seems maybe genuine. So he's got a picture of him and his daughter up and all this, so I've started talking to him. He's asked me how I am. The conversation's gone quite nice. He's not been creepy or anything like that. So I've carried on the conversation. So obviously it's got to values and things like that. He's asking me a lot of questions, so for starters that sort of got me thinking, got to think about what sort of person might ask a lot of questions and why they're asking a lot of questions, and my answers are being mirrored back to me. Everything that I say is, oh yes, yeah, I'm into that, I do that, yeah, that's what I like, blah blah blah, usual stuff. Now normally if it's somebody that's that resonates with my sort of interests and beliefs and things, yeah, they normally come out with, oh well, I'm into this and I do this and I do this, so I can go, oh yeah, I like this or I don't like this and all that. But no, it was more bombardment of questions, and it got quite strange actually, because he sort of was twisting certain things that I'd said, but well, not that I'd said that I hadn't said actually. He was on about, he just turned something around into, oh well, I don't like going out socialising with people either, and I thought, well, I haven't said that to him, so yeah, I'm sort of like, okay, yeah, fair enough. And we've gone on to more conversation, and obviously, like people do, they have lives outside of Facebook and that. He's gone away, and I've sent a message replying back to him or something like that, and he's not replied back for a little while. And then when he does, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't reply to you straight away. And my response was, well, you don't have to be sorry for anything, you haven't done anything wrong, you've got a life outside of Facebook. So there's no need to be sorry about that, so that's the second flag that I saw. Sorry, the third one that was. And we must have been speaking for about, six days on and off. The first couple of days, yeah, fair enough. So, obviously I have a life outside of Facebook, and, I'm away from my phone or my keyboard, or I don't want to reply, it's my prerogative if I want to reply to somebody or not, I don't have to reply, and it was because I didn't reply. He went from, he sent me one in the morning, hi, how are you? And it must have sort of like been like, it would have come through about 3-4 o'clock in the morning my side. So I didn't reply, obviously, because I was asleep. And because he didn't get a reply back, he sent another message, and it wasn't like, hi, how are you? It was, hello, beautiful, you know. He was trying to big up my ego, you know. It was just very strange. So yeah, I thought I'd carry on and just see where it went. So I thought, right, I'm not going to reply to you, not right now. I think I'd gone to college or something and waited till I come home and then replied to him and said, okay, that was it, because he'd messaged me while I was at college, are you okay, are you okay, is there something wrong? So I've messaged him when I got home. Obviously I've let him stew because I'm starting to understand what's going on. Normally, in that sort of situation, I would have been panicking, going, oh, no, I'm fine, you know. He would have triggered me into a response. So no, I thought, no, I'll play this one out. I won't do my normal panicky self like I have done so many times before in the past, because this is a new me. This is my new sort of self-control, I suppose. Not being manipulated by my emotions, which is part of what being an empath for me has been like, you know. I used to be very triggered when, you know, if I thought somebody was upset, or if I'd made them upset, you know, if I hadn't replied back to them soon enough, you know, so many different things, you know. If you go through it yourself, you know exactly what I'm going on about. You do go into a panic mode of, oh God, oh no, I must make this person happy, you know, people pleasing. That's what happens. Yeah, and I think this is what he was trying to do. He was trying to trigger my people pleasing tendencies. Obviously, because he's had a look at my profile, he was liking a lot of my stuff, a lot of my pictures, a lot of my memes, you know. A lot of the stuff that I was sharing. He even asked, when I said I had a YouTube channel, that's just reminded me of something else actually, so I sent him a link to my YouTube channel. I don't know if he watched it or not, but obviously it's all about narcissistic behaviour and mental health and things like that, and abuse, and, you know, how to spot people like this. And he asked me, he actually asked me, what do you like in a partner? So I've explained what I like in a partner, and at the end, I've put not a narcissist, and his response was like overly laughing, you know, in the emojis that he sent back. Normally you'd have just a single face or maybe two, but like it was 4 faces laughing, you know, laugh out loud, crying, laughing. And I thought, that's a bit much for a response to, you know, quite a sensitive topic. So that's when it clicked that, right, okay, he's trying to use me for some reason. He's trying to get into my head emotionally, trigger my emotions, and it was just narcissistic behaviour, red flags flashing out to me all the time. So yeah, he was getting a bit panicky, or sending me sort of like panicky, are you okay, because I've not replied to him. So I replied to him, well, I can't really reply to you when I'm asleep, can I? And, oh, this darn time difference, you know, he knew the time difference. We've been speaking for about 4 days. So yeah, he knew exactly the time differences, that I'd be asleep when he was awake and vice versa. So yeah, I've gone back onto his profile. So I've done a bit more digging, you know. I've actually gone into his about, and I noticed that he had, you know, family on his about me type thing on his profile, and it said his daughter, and I looked at the picture, and it didn't look like the daughter that he'd said that he had, that, you know, because he sent me a picture of her as well, or him and her together, because obviously, you know, you send pictures of your family and your friends, and, or, well, maybe not your friends, but your cat, you know. Yeah, he sent me a picture of him and his daughter, so I sent a picture of my daughter, you know, this is my daughter. And he told me that his daughter was 11, pretty little thing. So yeah, I've gone onto his profile, and on there's a picture of his daughter, or what it says is his daughter, and it wasn't the girl that was in the picture with him, and she certainly wasn't 11. She must have been about late 20s with her own kids. So yeah, that was a sort of like, okay, well, you've lied to me about that straight away. Yeah, I didn't put him up on these sorts of things, but yeah, when I said to him, yeah, I've also got a life outside of Facebook. I'm not going to be around all the time, you know. I don't sit here all day waiting for people, you know, to message me so I can message them straight back, you know. I have my own life. He knew that I was going to college and everything like that, so I was quite busy. And it must have been day 6. I don't know where I go. I think I was going to town or something like that. And he sent me a message. Oh, I need help. I'm in a terrible state at the moment. I need help. Oh, what can I help you with? What's the problem? Oh, my tyres burst. Can you send me some money so I can get it repaired? I'm like, what? He says, yeah, I said, you want me to send you money so you can have your tyre repaired? He says, yeah, have you got 143 pounds? He actually put pound signs in, which would be quite strange. So obviously he's done research, you know, not put dollar signs, he's put pound signs. So obviously it would be different if it was dollars, a different amount because of the currency exchange. So I'm like, you want me to send you £143? I've not got any money. I did. Sorry, I've got no money. Oh, well, can you send me whatever you've got? I said, well, like, I've just told you I've got no money. And he was like, well, I need help. My tyres burst. And he sent me pictures of this car with a, you know, blown out tyre. Well, I really can't help you. I've got no money. And I said, to be fair, and to be honest, I'm quite taken aback that you're asking me for money. I've only known you for, 6 days? We've only been speaking for 6 days. And he was like, yeah. I said, you want me to send you, a complete stranger, £143 to fix your car? And I don't even know you? And he was like, yeah. I said, I wouldn't even do that for, maybe I would for my close friends, but if it was, you know, somebody that I'd only just met, I wouldn't do that. I said, no way, I'm not going to send you any money, don't be daft. I said, no, and I just blocked him. And it just goes to show how somebody will try and manipulate you mentally just to get cash out of you. A complete stranger, you know, and it happens every single day. You know, people try and get into your life, get into your head, get into your bank balance, get into your bed, you know, it doesn't matter what it is, they all try and manipulate you to get something from you. And it's only when you pay attention to how they come across to you, especially online, what they say to you behind a screen, how they mirror you back, how they pretend to be somebody that they're not. And it's only when you actually know what to look for that you can protect yourself. It's been a big difficult thing for me for many years to be able to actually, I've been able to see narcissistic behaviour for a while, but actually putting it into action and putting up boundaries, not letting them trigger my emotions into a response, a panic response, because that's what he was trying to do, you know. Oh, I need help, I need help, I need help. Oh, you okay, you okay, you know. That's what he was expecting. And, you know, I still have friends that do it as well, people around me, whether they know that they're doing it or not, I don't know, but I know that this man knew exactly what he was doing. You can see the build up to it all the way through. But yeah, I think he realised that he was losing his grip. His tactics weren't working, so he just went in for the full blown, oh, I need help, give me some money. No, don't be stupid, my God. I know that there is people out there that would do that though, you know, they are that kind. I mean, if I'd have been speaking to him for maybe a few months, and maybe I might have thought about it, I still wouldn't have sent him any money, like, but I would have felt bad for him, and it would have made me feel bad that I couldn't help him. And it was actually good not to be triggered into that straight away. And I do have friends that do that, unfortunately. Many of us do. Like I say, whether they know they're doing it or not, I don't know. But yeah, my emotional stability has been tested quite a lot this month. Well, since just before, when was it? New Year, yeah, just before New Year. So since then, yeah, I've been tested a lot on different aspects. Some very personal that I'm not going to talk about, but some not so personal. It's quite nice to be able to stand back and say, right, oh wow, well, you didn't react like this like you normally do. Even though sometimes I wanted to, you know, react like I used to do, but because I'm a bit more aware of my own emotional state now, I know what triggers me, but I know now how to handle it. Well, up to a certain extent. I've had a couple of slips, but I can't tell you about those. But yeah, no, I'm back on track again anyway. And I'm quite proud of how far I've come. Just be able to not be mentally manipulated, emotionally manipulated by certain people. Whether they're friends or whether they're strangers. It's hard, yeah, it's hard, but I've been able to put it into practice where I haven't been able to for a long time. Because obviously I've isolated myself away from a lot of people. So going back out and experiencing strangers, whereupon I just kept the closest of my closest friends around me. Those that I know that are not narcissists, that, you know, don't emotionally manipulate or anything like that. And I've learnt my own boundaries, so I can recognise now when somebody's pulling at my heartstrings, or, you know, trying to make me feel guilty, or trying to make me feel sorry for them, or you know, trying to make me feel bad for not helping them. You know, it takes quite a lot, but once you start recognising it and seeing it, you can start acting on it in a right way, where you don't feel bad. You might do for that split second, because obviously it's a normal reaction for you to give, or to want to make better, you know, being a people pleaser. But when you stand back and you go, no, this is my boundaries, I'm not going to let you step across that line, and I'm not going to cross that line either. The empowerment you get is quite good, definitely. And it's a shame really, because I see around me with certain friends, how they get emotionally manipulated too. And it's so hard, you know. I want to say so much to them that this is what's happening, but because they don't understand what's going on, it's like me talking French to them or talking Swahili, you know, to my cat. You know, she's not going to know what's going on. She just doesn't understand until somebody's learnt what the behaviour is, how they're being emotionally manipulated, how others are emotionally manipulating them. Either, you know, for so many different emotions: anger, fear, you know, guilt, shame, all sorts of stuff. Until you recognise when somebody's actually triggering those emotions in you just go along with it, and make bad decisions, bad choices, and feel bad, and mental health kicks in. You know, bad mental health kicks in: depression, panic attacks, anxiety, all sorts of things. And it really is very strange not feeling that anymore. And even when I have been triggered, I've been able to step back, maybe not straight away, but, you know, after the event or something, and gone, right, okay, well, this is what happened, and this is how I felt, and this is what I should have done instead of doing that. And moving forward, still moving forward, and it's good. It really is good. So yeah, I am sorry I've not been around for a while, but yeah, my life's been a little bit busy, putting things to the test, and still moving forward, which is a good thing, because normally in certain things that have gone on lately would have triggered me back into maybe going back into myself, not going outside, not seeing people, not going to college, you know. And it's really, really nice to be able to keep moving forward and not have these triggers stop me anymore. It's quite strange. It really is. Just to see how much my brain has actually changed. Well, it's over a year now. Just over a year. Which in the grand scheme of things is a very short time. Considering, you know, 47 years of mental health issues. And, you know, anybody that's going through what I've been through, you know, so many people think that there isn't a cure for mental health issues, there isn't a cure for post-traumatic stress disorder or complex post-traumatic stress disorder. There might not be 100% cure, but my God, me, I'm living proof. I might not be 100%, but, you know, I'm 90-something% there, you know. There's probably about 10% of me that still gets triggered by certain things, but oh my God, it's nothing compared to what I used to be triggered by. Absolutely nothing compared to what I used to be triggered by. And I just want anybody out there that is in the same boat, that doesn't think that they can get better from depression, anxiety, certain mental health issues. I know if you're born with some mental health issues, there might not be that much of a recovery for you, but there is still ways to manage it better, manage it healthier, you know. And for people like me that have been abused, turned into people pleasers, it is the emotions that you get triggered by, very much so. It's your emotions that people use to manipulate you to do what they want you to do, and you feel shit for it, you know. Even though you're trying your hardest to make somebody happy, they're not going to be happy because they don't want to be happy. They want to keep you in that state of survival, so you do whatever you want to do to make them happy, to please them. But they just don't please. They're never pleased. They're always moving the goalpost, as they say. But I just want you to know that there is a way out of that, you know. Knowing what triggers your own emotions, good and bad, will help you out a lot. Understanding what you're feeling on the inside why you're feeling it. It really does help when you're put in positions of somebody trying to manipulate you, because first of all you recognise that you're being triggered, because you feel the anxiety build up, you feel all those different emotions. I mean, I can't say much for the anger side of things because I was the opposite. Yeah, I was never an aggressive person. I have been, but that's usually alcohol fueled, and lots of alcohol fueled. I didn't even know who I was, and never remembered it the next day anyway. Yeah, but when I've lost my train of thought now. Where have I gone with that? What was I talking about? No, that one's gone. See, I still have my brain shuts down on certain things. It's just reminded me of when I was back in Wales and I had my big blow up. Yeah, that's a story. 2 bottles of vodka and not very good. I ended up in a police cell that night. But yeah, I should have been sectioned more than, been taken to a mental institution instead of locked up in a police station until I sobered up. No, I was on a proper self-destruction mode. I get flashbacks of that night actually, and I am quite surprised that I'm still here today after that. But yeah, that's another story for another day. Yeah, I still can't remember what I was going back to. I know it's triggers, but yeah, it's the emotions that I get triggered by and get manipulated by, or I should say I used to. So anybody out there that suffers with the same sort of thing as I do, there is hope. There really is hope for you. You just really have to recognise what triggers you, who triggers you, and in what way that they trigger you, and then try to not react. I know it's hard. It's very hard not to react when somebody's manipulating you, especially when that's all you've known for your life. It's very hard, but with practice and awareness you can work with it, and you can stop being a people pleaser. You can stop being manipulated by your emotions. You can stop reacting in a way that they want you to react. And believe me, they will try every single way, especially when they know one way's not working, they'll try a different way. But once you know all the tactics of all these toxic people, how they want to manipulate you, then that's where your power is, that's where your healing is, that's where your moving forward is, and I do hope that anybody watching these videos, I know I mumble a lot through them, I probably talk a lot of shit through them as well, but there is some good knowledge in there. There is some tried and tested things that I've done on myself. I've been my own experiment. I'm a very sort of experimental person. I will try things just to see the results, for my own peace of mind, find my own truth, incorporate it with some facts as well. But like, what works for me might not work for you, but what you need to do is then just rework it so it works for you. It's like when I go on about music. Certain musics make me happy, but what music might make me happy might not make you happy. So you have to find your own music, your own uplifting stuff, for your good mental health. Yeah, and that's very good after triggers as well, just to bring you back down to earth, and to stop those stress hormones being released in your brain and in your body. Some uplifting music that gives you goosebumps, that chills you out, that makes you happy. It will calm you down straight away. Instant sort of like antidepressant type thing. Well, I think so anyway. It works for me. It works for a few other people that I know. But yeah, it's definitely finding, because everybody's different, and it's finding the things that work for you, that make your life easier. So I do hope that whoever's watching this, if you find it helpful, I do hope that you move forward, because it's possible. It really is possible. You just have to put in the work, and find out who you are on the inside, and understand who everybody else is on the inside, on their inside, you know, deep down. And then you make your choices. You know, if you know somebody's a toxic person and you know that they trigger you, is it worth being around that person? You know, for the side effects that you get from it, is it worth it? I mean, for me, no, it wasn't worth staying around these people, because these people were making me ill to the point where I was trying to commit suicide. That's not healthy. That's not healthy. And I thought that I had to stay in that. And nobody has to stay in that. It's wrong. You have a choice. You are allowed to move away from those sorts of people. It doesn't matter if it's friends, family, whatever, you know, partners, work colleagues. You have the right to move away from them. You know, if they're causing you that much mental distress to the point where you know you want to take your own life, or your life's deteriorating because of it. Yeah, but experiment on yourself. with all these, you know, if you look back on my videos, there's lots of little tips and things that I go through, ways to spot narcissists, ways to cope with it, ways to make yourself feel better and move forward. But yeah, I do hope that these videos have helped some people. I know I've helped some people along the way, my friends, even complete strangers, on Facebook friends, complete strangers that have added me, maybe had the same interests or something like that from groups or something. You know, these are the ones that haven't sent me creepy messages and things like that. And when they have sent me messages, it's not been manipulating. It's been friendly, it's been nice, it's been kind, it's been good, it's been supportive. And yeah, complete strangers have said that I've helped them move forward, you know. And it's humbling to know that. So I do hope that my videos do reach out to the people that need it, and you see that it is possible to heal and move forward. I have to excuse my cat. Yeah, that's Safi. Yeah, my fat cat. Anyway, yeah, sorry I've not been around for a while. I know I said I was supposed to do some videos, some exercise videos. I have rearranged the flat, as you can see. I do have space now to dance around and be a twat and do my exercise videos. Oh yeah, and I've actually watched how to use my exercise hula hoop, so that'd be fun to make a video on anyway. Yeah, so thank you everybody for your likes, your subscriptions, your shares, your comments. Like I say, I haven't been on for a while, but I shall start making videos again. Yeah, because my life's going back to normal again. I'm back on track. So yeah, you'll see it a bit more of me now again. So thank you very much everybody. Love you lots and stay safe. Goodbye.